Well, Betsy from Fayetteville Athletic Club is joining us for our Wellness Wednesday to talk about mobility versus flexibility and why we need both. Hey,
Why
Betsy.
we need both.
Okay, Betsy.
Y'all.
Yeah.
So I may make some odd faces because it's kind of ironic we're talking about mobility and flexibility today. I woke up this morning with a little bit of a hitch in my get up,
no.
but we're going to make this work,
Okay,
right?
okay.
And
Let's
the
get
good
mobile.
thing is that I know how to work through that with my mobility and my flexibility moves. So we don't really know the difference in the two, but we
Yeah,
do need them both, okay?
okay.
So flexibility is your ability to touch your toes.
What? Okay, done.
Mobility
Nailed it.
is your ability to fold and then stand back up. So one is the
okay.
motion
Sure.
and one is the length of the muscle.
Okay.
If the length of the muscle is not right, if the mobility in the joint, if the looseness in the joint is not right, you're not going to be able to do either. So
Okay.
we're talking about flexibility first. We're going to stretch. So we're going to take our heel forward. We're going to hinge forward, and we're going to find the mobility in our hamstring. The flexibility in our hamstring and our calf.
Okay.
This is going to be whether or not you can actually come down towards your toes, flex and point your foot. So we're going to kind of hold. We're going to think about breathing into it. It's the feeling of something being longer, of that muscle lengthening, okay? Mobility is going to be, now we're going to be able to use that muscle to draw our
do
hip
something.
up and over so that we can work through maybe going upstairs,
Okay.
maybe stepping over the kids' backpacks that they
Oh,
left
yeah.
all over the kitchen floor.
Absolutely, all the time.
So we've used the flexibility to lengthen the muscle in the back of our leg, and now we've worked the mobility so that the joint will go along with the muscle.
Betsy, I'm glad we're talking about this because I was having some mobility issues. Like my back, I had like a pinch in my back, and my husband was like, "Did you stretch?" And I was like, "No." But
Yes.
once we did that, I mean, I felt 100 times better.
Right? And so we want to stretch it.
Yeah.
But then if you notice, and your body will naturally try to do it. So if your back is hurting, and think about if you're stretching into a hinge. Okay, so then as everything starts to lengthen, now we just kind of want to try it out. So we want to stand and we want to fold, and your brain is naturally going to kind of tell you to do these things. So now we have found the length, but now we're also working into the tendon, making that muscle do its job and continue to be able to go back and forth. Because flexibility, the second we stand back up, that muscle's going to shorten back,
Right.
So we've stretched it when we're out long. Now it's going to shorten back. Well, mobility is that muscle's ability to jump back into that stretch so
Okay.
that we can keep going.
So stretch it and then use it. Is
Stretch it and then use it. If you think about we think about flexibility in our arms and our shoulders and our
Sure.
chest,
Yeah.
right? Reaching out long, and this kind of gets, you feel everything lengthen. It kind of
Sure.
gets a little tight because we're here all the time.
Right.
But when you turn, can you actually reach your arm back? So flexibility is the arm's ability to stretch back, these muscles to lengthen. Mobility is the ability to actually turn around in your car and look at your kids, hand them a snack,
Stop
look
it.
out
Stop
that
it.
look
Put that
out that
down.
back window like we used to do before we had cameras.
Yes.
So we want to work the side to side, working
Okay.
mobility in our thoracic spine, those
Yeah.
those bones, those tendons, being able to articulate with each other. But then the flexibility is holding it, finding that length through the chest
love
so that
that.
we can put them together.
I'm going to go use those today. And if folks want to reach out to you, I think we have some details we can put up on the screen about the best way to do that. Go to your website. You see the phone number there, or you can just go visit them at the location right here in Fayetteville. And as always, thanks to FAC for sponsoring these segments. Betsy, thanks so much.
Yes, thanks so much, Betsy.
Absolutely. You want to keep stretching?
Absolutely. We'll keep stretching as we go to break. Stick around.